What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? We tuning in for another video. Y'all probably said, Jay, what the world you doing sitting on the floor? This how the vlog is started. So I've been renting and working and stuff, man. Still tuning on the carburetor, which I'm at the finish line. I'm waiting on my parts to come in, which I got them all sorted and organized. I got all type of restrictors or different sizes. And the last change I made was, man, world of difference. Just no world of difference. So as I make the change, I want to go out and drive the car, because I made a change to the high speed too. And I'm like, I cranked the car, I hear some clinking. I said, what in the world is that? So let me show y'all why I'm on the ground. Now, look at this. This thing is too much pressure. Look at that. Y'all see that? It's the whole muffler has disintegrated. Then blew the whole muffler out. blew the whole muffler out. So I figured what better time than to make a vlog, and I'm gonna talk about some of the pros and cons of aluminum exhaust, and how different horsepower levels and road time gonna affect that. You know, I got aluminum exhaust on this car and on Dolo as well, but I haven't had to touch Dolo exhaust yet. But I'm gonna tell y'all why. But first, I'm finna get on here because it's a beautiful day. I tell them, me and wife were just talking. I said they're actually the perfect day to road test after the changes. Cause I'm not making no more changes on the tuning side until I road test. Cause that last one I did, I think it about put it where I want it. And we need to make a pass to see if I leaned it out, because it was in the 11s last time, I wanted in the 12s. But 11s is cool too because of what this is. This is an engine to where 11, where running it cool, but I'm gonna see if I can lean out a little more. But I'm finna snatch this piece of a muffler off and drive it. It ain't gonna hurt it. It's loud. It's just loud, man. It blew all the insides out. Ain't no packing in neither one of the mufflers. So if that one happened, I'm pretty sure the driver side gonna be on its way soon. It's gonna be on its way out. But let me get that off, and we're gonna get this thing backed out. So y'all stay tuned. All right, BCG fam, get all these moved. Look at this. Look at this right here. Got it all. This take long, but look at what it did. I'm talking about disintegrated it. I'm talking about this joker here is done. But I got my eyes on some mufflers. I'm gonna try out these, the CP mufflers. They custom built. They custom built, man. Scott Cooper Foreman make them. It's not, aluminum mufflers not cheap, and you're not gonna find them from many places. But I got my eyes on some too. I want to try out, see how they sound as well. But we're going to get to the pros and cons. Look at that, 8 all that up. Good pressure, man. After a while, it's going to get them. But this is a keepsake. Now I'm finna get this thing bagged out, because I ain't got to worry about nothing scraping. And maybe, like I said, wash it too. But right now, I just want to get out road tested, make a hit, and see how it do. Come on back. And then analyze the data, and I know what to do in my next step of tuning or what I want to do. And then wash it up, man. We're going to get to tell y'all pros and cons of aluminum exhaust if there's something you want to do. So y'all stay locked in. BCG fam, look, I'm gonna let wifey record, cause y'all see how loud this thing is, man. This thing here is crazy. And it just got one more on the other side straight pipe. Look, that's what happened. I told you the pipe scraping. So that means it done blew the X pipe loose. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, just blowing the whole exhaust out. So I'm gonna ease it home, and if it come off, I'm gonna stop so it don't bind up. Well, BCG fam, y'all see, we sitting in the car, little hot mess.
It's hot, y'all.
It's been an adventure. So yeah, we'd have been here before. Yeah. But man, the car has just, the battery died. The battery died earlier this week. I charged it up, and man, it was hard to crank again. But I had a feeling the battery was weak. because I found out why my wideband be stuck and be froze sometimes. I told y'all sometime work. It's because the battery be weak. But we got some help on the way. Gonna put the jump box on it, crank it up, and see if we can get this thing back going. So y'all stay tuned. Right. We made it back in one piece. Wife will pull an RB up. Hey, the jump box saved the day again, boy. I'm telling you. It saved the day again, y'all. It's a good jump box. Y'all remember back in the day, y'all, hey, we hooked that jump box up. We hooked that jump box up, boy, act like the battery went in weak. Boy, woo! I said, we ready. Wifey pinned the hood back on. She, your car cover in the trunk. It started, I say, I thank the Lord, man. I thank the Lord for real, cause we made it back in one piece. We got the data, and then the pipe scraping, we blew the egg pipe out. It just done blew the whole driver's side off. It just done. Then I'm telling wife, I'm like, why the aluminum want to be so strong now? I said, and it was so easy to break in the shop on just revving it. But I told her I had a feeling that pressure, that engine putting out so much pressure, man, it's just unreal. And as soon as we get in the shop, we pull in the shop, look. She said, well, it came off. I said, why I won't do it now? It blew it out. It blew the X pipe out again. This the second time blowing the X pipe out. The first time we had to brace it, but then when we got back, I started seeing sprinkles on the windshield. I said, boy, we got back right in time. So we got everything done. But I definitely, y'all, I won't be driving it car. I gotta get the pretty much whole system. Whole system gonna have to be done, man, cause all they're gonna do, I told her it's gonna do the driver's side, Nick. It gonna blow it apart. I told her, I told wife, I said, man, I might need to take the engine out. The engine tearing up everything. It like all over again, cause it's more power. It just tearing up stuff, finding more weak spots. So the car was perfect for the last setup. It was pretty much maintenance free. Me and wife would go to the track, change spark plugs, and change the oil, that's it. Drive it a lot, which a lot of the time y'all wouldn't see it on camera. Drive it, just hop in it and go. When nothing breaking, you had the exhaust system. We had to touch it 2 times, which after we cover this up, I get this situated. I'm gonna tell y'all the pros and cons, but it's just breaking stuff, man. But I told her that's why we test, man, cause this stuff would happen at the track. That's all would happen. But let's get her car covered up. We're gonna put this on gonna put Meech on the battery charger and close the shop up. Then I'm gonna holler at y'all in the garage. All right, BCG fam, we checking in. It's actually 2 days later. I got caught up doing other stuff and all that. Then, so much other stuff happened besides Meech blowing the exhaust off. So I want to sit down and, like I said, go over with y'all some pros and cons of aluminum exhaust, because I often get asked about the exhaust and stuff, and what it is and all that, what mufflers I run and all this stuff. Most of y'all who watch the vlog channel already know, but remember we had the exhaust done on Meech. Let me switch on. Hold on, y'all. All right, switch on, man. I ain't got my gimbal right now. But we had the exhaust done on Meech. It probably been on there, let me think, 22, 23. I think I got that thing done in 22. I can't remember. Late 22. But let's just say, cause my timeline kind of skewed. Maybe 2 years or something like that. And 2 years and a few months. And during that time, like I said, it's a 3-inch exhaust, aluminum muffler, aluminum exhaust, everything, full aluminum, custom built muffler, same muffler on Dolo, and both cars have the same exhaust system. So let's talk about that, Dolo and Meech. Now Dolo, I have never had to service that exhaust, never. Been on the car 3 years now, maybe 3 and some change. I ain't never had to service that exhaust. But that's the difference. With aluminum exhaust, the give and the take is horsepower. When you start getting up in horsepower level and higher power applications and start creating more pressure, and a good A good telltale sign is crankcase pressure. If you create crankcase pressure, the engine let's just say the engine gonna create pressure anyway, pressure out the exhaust and stuff. In Meech, even the old engine it was breaking the exhaust. It was stuff getting changed and done that y'all didn't know about, cause I was like, there's no need to show it. But except when something major happened. So with Dolo, I have never had anything happen. But you talking about an engine, which, like I said, I don't know how much my new combo making. I got an idea, but I tell y'all about what Meech was making on motor, the old engine. So the old engine was roughly about seven and some change on motor, a hair over 700 to the wheel on 93 octane on motor. Then you add nitrous into the mix, you make some big power. So, and Meech, so that exhaust, I done had to service that exhaust maybe 4 times. Minor stuff, y'all knew it blew the hole in the X pipe. That was when I won one of the times I won the big wheel class, and I ran the whole class on motor. That day it blew the X pipe out, and I ran on motor because I didn't know what was going on. But it had blew a hole in the X pipe. He fixed that. Jesse fixed that. He braced that. Then it had, man, it broke the hanger. It broke the hanger maybe a couple of times. Hole in the muffler one time. Then he fixed that. It been a few times, just little minor stuff. It broke the hangers like, I don't know, 2-3 times. But like I said, Dolo, I never had to have any of that done. Never had. Now, let me show y'all how horsepower come into play. So, with aluminum exhaust. So, Dolo went the whole time fine. These mufflers, man, they have fiberglass packing in them. So, Dolo even still had the fiberglass packing, and that's why that car is louder too now, because it done blew the fiberglass packing out. Meech had already blew one side out, and then it blew the rest of it out now. But with Dolo, it finally blew the fiberglass packing out when I stepped it up to full power. And y'all know I only sprayed it once on the 26s because, make sure I ain't hit no butt, because I wanted to see how it takes. So I sprayed it once, and that's when it blew the packing out. You have to go back and look at that video where I turned it up on full power, sprayed it, and I found out it blew through the converter and stuff because I done exceeded the power level of the converter. Now, what Dolo makes on full power, I don't want to say right now. I just put on the dyno and show y'all. But if you remember the old dyno video, it made like 712 or something like that. And it was spinning the tires on the dyno because I took it on hard tire. It was 712 or something like that. But it was spinning. It spun the tires on the dyno. So, you know, that hinders the reading too. So, if I took it back before I put it on full power, which is on full power now, if I had to guess, it probably would have did 730 or something. If it wasn't spinning the tires on the dyno. So think about the muffler's handling that all day long, and most of the time it's on motor, which it made like 476 on motor. Before I fixed the carburetor, I need to take it back because it probably, man, the carburetor been retweaked and reconfigured, man. It probably make 5 even now, something like that on motor, but cause it definitely got better. You know, that's when I was having that lean condition. It was going flat and stuff. So that, but you talking about a car make 700, like if I ran Meech on motor all the time, the exhaust probably still be okay. But when I started using nitrous, it started showing the fade, man, with the aluminum exhaust, and I knew this was happening. So the pros of the aluminum exhaust, when I say the weight difference is night and day, I mean night and day, absolutely. I had the pleasure of being able to pick up both of my exhaust systems side by side. Y'all remember the vlogs, man, if you've been around. Not, you just have to go back through, man. We had both of the exhaust systems complete, like took off the car, and I picked up my stainless steel and picked up the aluminum, man. It's night and day. Like, it's crazy. Night and day. Aluminum flows better, man. It flows better than steel. It just does. It flows better than steel. It dissipates heat better, and it just they sound great, man. It's a distinct sound with them aluminum mufflers, man. It's a very distinct sound. It quiets your car down too. The cars wasn't super loud, man. They were very mellow and stuff too, so I like that too, cause it can throw you off. But the con is you gonna have to service it eventually. Like now with Dolo being turned up, Dolo gonna start to show his face. The only reason I ain't took Dolo back to the track is two reasons. If I did, I wouldn't be able to run on nothing but not nitrous motor, because I need to get a converter built now. I'm at that point. And I knew it too. I do stuff in steps, and I knew when I turn it up to what it should be, it's gonna start showing its face. And now with the power it's making now, it really creating crankcase pressure, because it tried to push the rear main seal out. It made it worse. Which it had crankcase pressure anyway. That's how the rear main seal started leaking from the beginning. It just took a long time, because I don't spray that car a lot. It's to the point where I need to switch the combo up, and I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be a special vlog. I'm gonna make some changes on it, but I'm gonna tell y'all why and the way I spec that combo. I had planned it when I turn it up. I was gonna make a change because it's gonna need to change. And now I did this so people can, ultimately I'm getting data and I can show people real world and talk to them on how power affects things. It's give and a take. So I reached the threshold of the converter in Dolo. I've reached the threshold of the exhaust, where the exhaust gonna start showing their face. It blew the packing out, and next thing you know, after time, it's gonna do exactly what Meech doing now. Meech just doing it now on motor. See, the last engine, it was taking me spraying nitrous for it to start tearing this stuff up. But now, I'm just tuning. Y'all see, I'm just tuning. I'm running on motor, but the car faster. The car is just, you can feel it in the seat. The car noticeably faster. It's done showed it on the ticket, show it in the seat. You can feel it faster. The mile per hour, everything, it's faster all across the board. So I got a good idea how much power it's making on motor. And it's on pump gas. It's on 93 octane right now. I mean, and man, like I said, it's to the point where too, I'ma also have to put a cage in the car. It just got to be custom. I'm gonna have to for safety. The car was fast. It needed a cage last time, but it got to be done, man. It just power, and with aluminum exhaust too. Like I said, I'm all over the place. But long story short, if you're crossing over 750 and plus on a street car, and you drive your car a lot like I do, that's another thing. If you don't drive your car that much, you can get away with it. I mean, it'll be fine. But I really do drive my cars a lot. I don't record every time I drive the cars. I don't post Facebook stories every time I drive the cars. I don't post on Facebook. I don't take pictures. I don't do vlogs. I drive them cars a lot. Some days I just feel like driving them, and then I pull them out and take off. And I drive long distances. So it's wear and tear. If I was only driving twice a month, then the exhaust will last. And then, but still, once you cross over a certain threshold of power, man, it's gonna start showing face. Now, what I'm faced with now is either try bigger aluminum exhaust, cause I do love the exhaust. 3.5 inch, which is just the cost. And the other thing, that's the other con of aluminum exhaust and mufflers. It's extremely high. You talking about, and you can't just go buy an aluminum muffler out of summer. You can't. It's only a few people make them, and most of the time they're custom made. So you talking about anywhere from $250 to $300 per muffler, versus, you know, you can get a high dollar muffler. It might cost you $120 or $180 top, but stainless steel. But we talking, you're gonna pay $250 to $300 per muffler. So $500 to $600 for a set of mufflers. And then the tubing gonna cost you just as much. Then V-bands, you know, V-band connect this stuff. So The pipe, the tube is gonna cost you just as much. Cause you talking about aluminum. Then you got different gauges of aluminum. Where you want the thickest inside diameter and stuff. So that's the other con is the cost. Aluminum exhaust system gonna be extremely high. I'm talking about thousands of dollars. It's gonna cost you. Then the other thing is you can't just go anywhere to get it done. Everybody don't weld aluminum, so you can't go anywhere to just get it done too. So that's the next thing. But if you okay with if you got a 400 or 500 horsepower car, man, it can ride all day. That's why Dolo exhaust has lasted this long. Never had a problem, never broke a hanger. It's just when I finally hit that joker with that gas on full power, it blew the stuff out. It just created too much pressure. It pushed on the seal some more, which let me know it created more crankcase pressure. And then that's another thing with higher horsepower application, you start to need vacuum pumps and stuff like that, man. I mean, stuff people don't talk about. I mean, everybody and their mama say they got 1,000 horsepower these days. But nobody, I ain't gonna say nobody, a lot of people aren't as transparent with what comes with having 1,000 horsepower car you can drive anywhere and stuff. They don't talk about the maintenance, so you don't see the down moments or the times they broke this or broke that, because a lot of people not transparent. So it looks like they're riding all the time. Like I told y'all about the exhaust, it's been a lot of times go in the shop, come out, had to have the exhaust repaired. But nobody see that stuff. But I mean, other than that, it's great. I mean, I love the exhaust. It does help you. It pick up. It help you pick up. Now, it shows on the ticket. I say that for sure. If you go on the track, it shows on the ticket for sure. But you have to look. I mean, look at what I'm dealing with, man. Every time me and wife would take the car out, it's breaking something, and they're just a telltale sign that it's making more power. I mean, the car ironed out where it was perfect. Everything cool. Now it's breaking something, man. We still tuning. Like I said, I got to make a jet change now. Once it got a load on it, it changed the idle mixture. So I got to make another idle mixture change. That's what I'm saying. You can't tune just sitting in idle and revving and stuff too. You got to put a load on it. That's what I tell the wife. I said, watch, it's going to change when I put a load on it. And it did. But I'm on the downside of things for sure. For sure. And I mean, if I had a dyno, this would be a lot easier. If it was on the rollers, I could get this done in one day, like a 5-hour day. If I had all my jets I need and bleeds and restrictors, I could get this done in one day. 3 sets of spark plugs, done in a day. Cause you can make laps like you're supposed to. Make a lap, cut the car off and pull the plug. With this, having to drive, which dirties up the plugs, then you have to cut it off, put a plug in to get a good reading. And you got a wide band too. But I still believe in reading plugs, reading your strap, see where your timing at, how far it's going down your strap, and your threads, the heat and stuff. I still believe in reading that, your electrode, reading your fuel and all that, But you're not gonna get a reading called idle time dirties up plug. So you have to pull it as soon as you make that hit to see where it's really running. But anywho, like I said, the next vlog, man, I'm be getting all that stuff straightened out. Try to go ahead and get this MSD grid installed and stuff. And I also now I need start step box back on the car. I didn't think it'll be this hard to crank, but that's what keep killing the battery. It is when you go this way, advancing timing, you go retarded with timing, it makes the car harder to start. So see, with the old setup, I had the start step box installed, which it was used to pull my nitrous, but the start function was used to make the car crank easy. That's why it crunk up just regular, cause it pulled timing to start. Now I don't have that, so now people see how it drags. It's kind of hard to crank. It's cause of the timing, and crazy, man. I still got the box. I got my old box, but I took one back cause I was like, well, I don't need it now. I'm gonna use this old box on AirTran, cause we gotta get AirTran nitrous finished hooked up, finish getting it installed. And now I need to go back and buy the box, cause I need 2 of them again. So this week I'm gonna be getting Meech straightened out, finding what I'm gonna do, deciding on what I'm gonna do with the exhaust. As far as the exhaust, cause I can't drive it right now. Cause all it's gonna do is blow the other side off. It's coming. If I drive it, if I make a pass, it's gonna blow the other side off. And I had just told wifey, y'all, I said I feel like it probably gonna blow something off. And boy, as soon as I got finished, we heard it. Boom. Well, we heard it right at the end. I mean, the pressure built up and it just popped. You heard it dragging. I said, I blew the pipe off. And but yeah, man, adventurous vlog, y'all. But y'all stay tuned in. We got more to come, man. I'm gonna try to get Altran over to Lawless too, so I can go ahead and get that done. And get that nitrous hooked up so I can take it to the track and yeah, see what it do. But I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later, BCG. We out.